Hey guys, welcome back with another tutorial. Today, we are going to learn how to create a sci-fi motion graphics effect in Blender 5.0. First of all, make sure you have downloaded the latest version of Blender, which is Blender 5.0. First, delete everything in the scene. Press X and confirm. Now press Shift plus A, add a plane. To scale it, press S, then type 5, and press Enter. Go to the Shading tab. At the bottom, click New, press Shift plus A, search for Voronoi texture, and add it. Connect the distance output of the Voronoi texture to the emission color of the principled BSDF. Next, press Shift plus A, search for color ramp, and add it. Place it between the Voronoi texture and the emission color. It will automatically connect. In the Voronoi texture, change the feature from F1 to F2. Change the distance metric from Euclidean to Chebyshev. Now, tweak the color ramp. Bring the black and white handles closer together. Click the plus button to add a new handle. Move this new handle behind the black one. Change its color to pure white. Arrange the handles properly. Select the Voronoi texture node and press Ctrl plus T. Change the coordinate input from generated to object. This completes our base material. Now we'll create multiple layers of this texture. Duplicate the Voronoi and color ramp nodes 4 times. For each Voronoi texture, adjust the scale value differently. We'll create a sequence to stay organized. Select nodes, press Shift plus B to box, press F2 and rename them accordingly. First layer, small. Second layer, medium. Third layer, large. Fourth layer, square grid. This keeps everything neat and readable. For the square grid layer, set randomness to 0. In the color ramp, select the white handle and press minus to remove it. Now you'll get a clean square grid pattern. Thanks to Node Wrangler, you can hold Ctrl plus Shift. Right-click and drag between 2 nodes. Blender will automatically insert a mix color node. Change the blend mode to multiply and set the factor to 1. Repeat this process to combine. Now all layers are merged. Right now, everything is black and white. Let's add color. Add another mix color node just before the emission input. Set the blend mode to multiply and factor to 1. Press Shift plus A. Add an invert color node. Place it before the mix node. Now only the thin lines will receive color. You can change the color to green, blue, or anything you like. Optionally, connect the final mix output to the alpha input of the principled BSDF. This removes the black areas and keeps only the glowing lines. Increase the emission strength to enhance the glow. Change the last mix node's blend mode from multiply to add. Add a hue saturation value node and connect it to the A input. Add a noise texture and connect its color output to the B input. Now you'll see random colors appearing across the grid. Duplicate this noise texture and connect it to the alpha of the mix color node. Also add a color ramp in between here to make the transition a little sharper. You can change the color in the hue if you want. Increase the saturation and value. Now connect the hue node color output to the mix color node B socket connecting to the alpha of principled BSDF. And now you'll get rid of the jittery shading issue. For more control, you can duplicate the hue node and change its color to something else, and connect it to the B socket of the mix node. Change the scale in small Voronoi to 33, in medium Voronoi to 12, in large, leave it at 5. You can then adjust the color ramp handles to make a smooth transition. Go to the Compositing tab, click New, press Shift plus A, add a glare node, and change its type from streaks to bloom. Go back to the Shading tab. Switch the viewport to rendered mode. Open the viewport dropdown and set compositor from disabled to always. You now have real-time bloom in the viewport. For all 4 Voronoi textures, change 3D to 4D. You'll see a new W value. Animating this creates motion. Instead of animating each texture individually, add a value node. Connect it to the W input of all Voronoi nodes. Now one value controls everything. Duplicate the value node and connect it to the scale inputs. Everything disappears because the scale becomes 0. To fix this, add a math node. Set it to add. Place it between the value node and each scale input set. Base values like small, 24, medium, 18, large, 5. Now adjusting the value node creates a parallax-style motion effect. If you invert the values, use negatives, the parallax moves in the opposite direction. Final thoughts. And that's it. You've created a fully procedural sci-fi motion graphics material. You can change colors, animate motion, adjust randomness. Scale everything from just a few nodes. This material can be used for sci-fi cities, roads, futuristic panels, motion graphics backgrounds. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to subscribe, like, and share it with friends who might find it useful. I'm also making a tutorial for how to make this sci-fi city via geometry nodes. Just stay tuned and subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in the next one.